Hi, my name's Emily Jackson, and I'm making this Norwex video to briefly introduce to you some of the incredible Norwex products. All of us have very busy lives, and while we would love to get together with a group of friends and see a full demonstration, we also realize that this isn't always possible. So this video is meant to give you a quick overview. For time's sake, I'm going to focus on three main Norwex products: the EnviroCloth, the window cloth, and the dusting mitt. The reason I got interested in Norwex is, one, for environmental reasons. It's safe inside my home, I'm not using any harmful chemicals, and it is better for the environment outside my home because I'm, again, not using harmful chemicals, putting them down the drain, disposing of plastic bottles, and wasting a lot of paper towels. Secondly, it is easier to use than chemical or organic cleaners, so it saves me time. Thirdly, it saves money because I'm not buying all those additional cleaners. And with all those factors in mind, the thing that is the best about Norwex is that it really works. So, a lot of people ask, what is Norwex microfiber and why is it so different? Norwex microfiber is like a human hair split 200 times. To qualify as microfiber on the market, it only has to be 1/10 the size of a human hair. So in other words, there are 20 Norwex microfibers for every one microfiber in most other brands. The denser quality of the Norwex allows for the microfiber to grab and hold the dirt, oils, and grime instead of pushing them around. It has been proven that it cleans 99% of the dirt and grime. The amazing thing also with Norwex is that you are using it with water. There are no chemicals needed in order for the cleaning to work. With Norwex's two main cloths, the EnviroCloth and the window cloth, you can clean 95% of your house. Used together, they work amazingly. The EnviroCloth can be used both wet and dry. Wet, it can be used to get grease, grime, dirt off of your countertops, your mirrors, stoves, windows, floors, toilets, bathrooms, anything that you can think of. So I'm going to do a few demonstrations, and the first demonstration, if you have Googled Norwex at all, you're in the microfiber cloths, more than likely you've come upon a demo showing the EnviroCloth picking up chicken from countertops. So I'm going to do the chicken demonstration for you. The idea behind this demonstration is to show how well the Norwex microfiber picks up and holds within the cloth everything on the countertop and doesn't spread it around or cause cross-contamination. To facilitate the demonstration, I'm going to be using test swabs that test for protein. If the liquid in the test swab turns purple, then that means that protein is present. If it stays green, then no protein is present. Simply put, protein is where bacteria can grow when on your countertop. So I'm going to first get my EnviroCloth wet. Just bring it over to my sink. It's wet. I have it folded. Okay. I'm folding the cloth and I'm going to wring it out very well. Get all the excess liquid out. You can see what I did was I took the EnviroCloth and I folded it once and then twice so that I have actually 8 surfaces to use. Now I'm going to be working on this area of my countertop. I'm going to be wiping the countertop off, and I'm making sure that this is the area that I wiped, so I remember that. And I'm going to take a swab, run it here, and we can see that that actually turned green. Now, I'm going to take some raw chicken, and I'm going to rub it onto my countertop right here. This is raw chicken. Rinse my hand. to take this, rub the swab into the chicken. Get the liquid down in there, and we're going to give that a little bit of time to see what the color does. Okay, I'm going to take this EnviroCloth and I'm wiping it over the area where I just put the chicken. And again, I'm going to be careful to put it back because I'm going to come back here and demonstrate. And I'm going to run over with my swab. There. And we're going to put that down. If you look, you can see that the first one was with the counter clean and it was green. The second one, the second one was where there was chicken. You can see how it has turned purple. And the third one was with the EnviroCloth. I wiped the counter off and it's still green. Now we will fully test this by coming back to it at a later time. And right now we're going to go to another demonstration. Okay, so while we wait for the chicken demonstration to finish the test swabs, I wanted to demonstrate the window cloth. So who hates to wash windows? Because you'll use multiple paper towels, you put the Windex on, even if you use your vinegar and water, you still get streaks on those sunny days no matter what you do, and the little lint specks from your paper towels. So I'm going to take butter and I'm going to write on the window. Now I have a wet EnviroCloth. I am using a different EnviroCloth because I wanted to continue to use the blue one that I had used before on the chicken demonstration. This is wet, the same way that it was before. I folded it. I'm going to take this cloth and I'm going to wipe. I can flip to another side. Taking 2 wipes. Then I'm going to take the dry window cloth and go right over it. And no streaks. I have used this on all my windows and it amazes me how I don't see any streaks. The other area where it is really good at night when you're driving in your car and that film that's on the inside of your car making it very difficult to see, if you take a wet EnviroCloth and you do the same thing to your window for your car and then wipe it with the dry window cloth, all of those streaks are gone. With the window cloth, if you don't have very dirty windows, then you can also use just a spray bottle of water and with the dry EnviroCloth, go and wipe it. The same results as with a wet EnviroCloth. So now let's go back and look at the chicken demo that we did before. The last strip, which is the one that we used to wipe the chicken off the counter with the EnviroCloth, is still green. So I'd like to take this one step further. I'm going to wipe the counter with the chicken again. Same spot. And I'm going to take the first strip that had detected clean counter and I'm going to rub it on here. We can see that this is starting to change color. So this is the one with the chicken on the counter. Then I'm going to take the EnviroCloth, the exact same side that I used before with wiping the chicken, and I'm going to wipe it again. A lot of times people are going to say, oh, you're going to be cross-contaminating, but the whole point of this is to show that the Norwex microfibers keep all of the dirt and germs inside the fibers. we can see that that's staying green. So I think that this helps to prove a little bit that the Norwex microfiber doesn't cross-contaminate. The density allows for all the dirt and grime to stay within the microfiber. So next I'm going to be using another Enviro cloth to demonstrate how it can be used dry. A dry Enviro cloth can be used for dusting, or it can be used to pick up spilt liquid. I have an example here of 4 ounces of soda that I'm going to be pouring on the floor. Put my Enviro cloth down. And it's absorbing. Then I'm going to be taking it over to the sink. All I do, rinse it out, wring it again like we did before, folding it. So I have 8 sides. I go down on my floor, I wipe up the area. I've probably gotten it well enough, but just to go ahead, flip it over and do the other side, and it's clean. It's not only clean, but when it dries, and it will dry fairly quickly because it's not that wet, also there won't be any stickiness. So this is very helpful when you have any sort of spills on the floor. It also can be used very effectively for carpets and getting up stains and spills out of carpets. As you have seen, I've used 3 different Enviro cloths. I did that for demonstration purposes only. They come in 4 colors, the yellow, blue, green, and they call this red. It's a little bit more pink. Some people use different Enviro cloths for different areas in their house. For example, you might use one for your floors, one for your bathrooms, one for your countertops. That way you can keep them handy and easily grab them for whatever their purpose is. You can rinse them in hot water, and if you've heavily used them, if I've done some heavy cleaning, then I will boil water, put the Enviro cloth in the water, sometimes with a little dab of dish liquid, and then once the water has cooled enough for me to touch, I just take them out, rub them, hang them to dry. So I've gone over the 2 main cloths that I would suggest to everyone as a starter set: the Enviro cloth and the window cloth. In addition, there's a Norwex household package which includes 1 Enviro cloth and 1 window cloth and the dusting mitt. This is another amazing product, and you easily put it on your hand and dust away. I've got a little bit of dust right here, if you can see. And I'm going to just take this. It's very easy. All in my hand there. Being microfiber, it grabs and holds and retains the dust versus pushing it around. When asked what I should get as a starter for the Norwex, I always suggest these 3 products. In addition, Norwex has also created another antibacterial cloths. These cloths that I showed you today are antibacterial. What that means is that silver is embedded into the fibers. It's microsilver, so that it will not wash out. I want to note that the microfiber is what is doing the cleaning, not the silver. But the silver has the added benefit of purifying the cloth as it dries by creating an environment where the bacteria can't live. So thank you for listening today, and if you have any questions or would like to see more about the Norwex products, please visit my website. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.